Welcome to UnScripted. Quick note before we begin. The cast and crew will accept zero responsibility or liability for any decisions that listeners make after listening to us, be that good or otherwise. Honestly, people, do not take life advice from us, as we are not experts in anything useful. We're simply here to share our opinions and hopefully provoke thought and not wrath. And of course, if we hurt your feelings, that will be addressed at some point in life. But hopefully today is not that day. So listen responsibly and enjoy. Oh man, welcome people. Ones and ones, we're here yet again for what is a season finale of sorts.
Huh?
Brother,
No.
we're gonna talk to you about that.
Hey, we're gonna pull up for a little bit, man.
No, clap again. Sorry, no.
So, sound.
No, we've been there. This is that second take. You don't have to go back.
Oh, okay. Welcome ones and ones for the second take of this episode of UnScripted.
Y'all need Jesus. Somebody talk to me, man.
We soon start talking. No worries.
Pastor Rodney is with us this week. Because you know him take.
Hi.
If he takes many forms, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Hi.
So Pastor Rodney is with us this week. Dressed accordingly, like him a come from church. What keep?
Extortion.
Extortion, they might take some money to your pocket.
I'm going from Spanish Town bus park and try to save souls.
I love this for you. You see that?
You saved
Outreach.
on that money we make?
Outreach. No, he went there and spent some money.
Okay.
Investing in his community. I like that.
Well done.
Congratulations, Rennie.
Good job. Good on you.
To his right
Oh, see.
is TVJ's finest. We get a pre for that already, you know. Superstar, Garth Williams.
Somebody said that?
Somebody have a problem with the finest?
With him saying it.
Right. Somebody have a problem with me saying that. Because she considers herself the finest. And to his right.
Okay.
International reggae dancer superstar, Craigie T and O and K. And collectively we're UnScripted. It has been a long week, brother. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm tired.
It's just
Man.
today is Wednesday. We're taping on a Wednesday. Midway through the week.
There's a reason why it's called Hump Day.
You mash up already?
Yes, sir.
It's all downhill from here.
Downhill from here, I promise you.
Look at that, man. One time, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Please don't start that rumor anywhere,
Yeah.
sir. I don't know anything about that lady. I assume she's a lovely lady. I don't think we even met.
Baby, you really...
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I him start they talk about corny jokes earlier and then him go to that.
Yeah.
Jaja.
No, a lot of things been going over here. It's from, man. It's so relax.
Pause. Nothing went
Relax,
over my head,
sleepy.
sir. Nothing at all. But what I will say is, how was your week?
Yeah.
Anything eventful happened this week?
Yeah.
What? Talk to us. What happened? You telling the cool stories?
No.
No? Every week, Rodney have a story for telling. This is Rodney's story. I remember the time.
International Reggae Day was July 1st.
Yeah.
July 1st
it was
was
July
International
1.
Reggae Day? How did you celebrate that?
Yes. That was
I
yesterday.
played a lot of reggae.
Fantastic. Beautiful. You never met
You
no
get a
post.
royalty check or no royalty electronic funds
Did I get a
transfers?
check on that day? No, not on that day. A couple days before.
Beautiful. Anything cool happening in your week so far?
No, actually,
Imbalance.
my week has been the opposite of no. Let me be thankful. It's been an uncool week, but I had to rearrange due to circumstances beyond everybody's control. My daughter's summer travel plans. Yeah, she was to head to Orlando for like a reunion with some of our friends, and the young lady who's hosting them, her sister-in-law has a medical emergency. That's pretty serious, so it kind of threw off everything, and now we have to try and rearrange and move activities from one city to another city, and sort of little things. But we give thanks.
I did the same.
You work
I did something
You work
similar.
it out, right?
It's a workout.
I'm happy you said that.
Yeah.
Because they give thanks. It's important to do that, you know.
Absolutely.
You know, we do. Because I really thought I was having a bad week myself. You know, a bad...
Challenging
let's call it
week.
the last 7 days have been very challenging. But I also have a virgin who passed away. a few days ago.
Mm.
On International Reggae Day as a matter of fact.
Condolences.
Exactly. And he's a good bridge of mine, one of the first people who really believe in the group TOK. Caliber, that's a doing digital, Bobby Digital son.
Mm.
Yeah, in past.
Well,
So,
thank you for
huh?
mention that because it's the first me I hear this.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Doing fast. But the thing is,
Damn.
it kind of put things into perspective, you know.
You understand what really important?
Yeah, and it's not the shit that I was worrying about.
Absolutely. So, you don't know, condolences to the family. Sending love and light to Bobby and the whole family in this time of
Right,
mourning.
to Craig, yeah, I really Craig alone, as far as in the public eye, they didn't know because Bobby gone, Blake
Right.
gone.
Mm.
So already Craig alone.
Mm.
That I know about.
Yeah. I mean, I had an interesting conversation, so it kind of changed my perspective in terms of looking at, instead of looking at my problems, I started looking at potential solutions.
Right.
And that alone has been enough to, get me out of some of the, I don't want to say the funk, but a little bit of that low space that you're in, when your energy low, you feel like when you have to drag yourself through life.
Happens.
Yeah, that definitely has taken me to a stronger space.
And it is at these times that you really see yourself. People really get to see it too.
Absolutely.
It's at these times.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to tell you, so that's when you show your true colors, because people are gonna say, yo, yeah, when him good. But when him not so good, you know what I mean, him is a monster. Or you know what I mean, once things don't go his way, him become like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type situation.
I really like, if since all of us, for as long as we can recall, have gone through, we've seen some great victories and we've seen some really hard challenges. Though we might know, nobody wants the challenges. But ever ask yourself one day, if we never got through them things, would I understand what we do with victory?
Yeah, man, we grow. I believe we grow through what we go
We
through.
don't think we don't know the power of victory if we don't understand the challenges of
How come
failure.
with it?
Or the agony of defeat, as everyone always say.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, a big part of
you're saying of a struggle around on one part before him understand what the podium feel like.
I that's
And get beaten again for remember say, oh, the podium not that easy to keep.
I appreciate what you're saying. I don't know if necessarily we have to go through the struggle first in order to appreciate the joy of a victory. You know what I mean?
No, but let me correct it then. It's not about going through the struggle first.
Oh, so it's not necessarily in that order.
No, it's just that over time you've had the moments of struggle.
you learn, you can appreciate the contrast because
Well-
you've been through ups and downs and everything in between.
Yeah.
But on that note, what I want to think about then probably is the process. So, and not just the result. Okay? You talk about the podium. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, ultimately, top spot, whatever it is, right? Sure, you may start off your competitive. That's just right. You mentioned that you said,
Yeah.
right? But you may start off your competitive journey with victories, right? And you know what that's like until one day you probably get upset by an underdog or whatever it is, right? But the failure, the struggle, could have come through the lessons you learned along the way to that competitive lifestyle. You know what I mean? So they're having to watch what you eat. They're having to wake up at a particular time. They're having to do multiple laps when your mind I tell you no, but your coach I say, yo, you have more in you. You understand me? They having to not indulge in a certain activities with your friends because you have training the next morning or you have training in the evening.
The challenges.
The challenges. Yeah. So
challenges.
okay. Yeah.
So it don't always have to be a brick wall to be a challenge.
Right.
Hurdles are a challenge.
Yeah.
You understand?
Hold the child in high
Rocks,
school.
stumbling rocks,
Right.
sand. So it's really, I always wonder, like, how much do we truly understand? Separate all the challenges you ever have and ask yourself, would you really be great if all of the road was just smooth sailing from start to finish? Look,
don't forget your next point. I just want to drop something in addition to what Rodney's saying. It came back to mind. Holy Childhood High School's motto, I don't remember how it going up in Latin, but it's first the battle, then the reward, or something along that line. I could be wrong, but I know it's something like that. And it always inspires me, because you think about it, we just want to talk about these challenges and whatever it is. Ultimately, you get your reward, and the journey will be filled with hurdles. The learning curve might be steep, it might be,
and the journey never ends.
I was about to say, because you're leading me to my
journey
point
never ends. So enjoy it as it go along, challenge it as it go along. But there's always more.
Right, because even the challenge, even the reward itself comes with challenges in.
Yeah.
Is whether it be financial or in the case that you're using right now, it could be a medal. So now you're the fastest man in the world, but somebody is coming for that title.
Right.
So now you have the responsibility of training harder to maintain it. You know what I mean? Or if you make some money, you know how quickly you made it, you probably can lose it. So the struggle now is, how do I keep it and not squander it? You know what I mean?
Which, in a way though, if you don't, depending on your mindset, the maintenance of the position, the wealth, is not necessarily a challenge.
No?
No, because, let me tell you why. Because you have worked, your journey is essentially to ensure that you attain these things along the way.
Right.
Right? You have to keep what you have.
Right.
You understand me? So you don't look at it as a challenge. You just have to do what is necessary. Yes, it might be difficult, but you still have to do what is necessary.
Right. But what I'm saying to you is that every level, so the point I want to make is every level have it level. So yeah, you start out here. You start out at level 1.
That's original, by the way?
Yeah. I'd like to assume.
Yeah, no, not bad. Every level has it.
Level.
Yeah, that's bad.
So you start out at level 1 and you face that level here. You overcome, you get to level 2, but level 2 have a level 2. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
so on and so forth. Yeah.
Naturally.
So buy house is one thing, but own house is a different thing.
Keep house and maintain house is one thing.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, I tell people about a thing named adverse possession. You know what I mean? So imagine you have your property and somebody just decides, let me go squat for X amount of time. If you don't pay attention and realize that somebody's squatting there, you can lose possession of that thing.
Yeah, if they do.
Well, them have to do certain things.
I understand there are some legal maneuvers.
And the truth is, if you sit down and just know, say, you have one place in St. Elizabeth, and 20 years pass, I for the first time, I go down and go look, if you go try to find it.
No, but I'll tell you something similar. I'll tell you something similar how it came into my life.
Some surprises, you know.
So how that came up in my life is, let's say I have a piece of land over here. On that title is also a small piece across the street.
Is it?
And some people are there. No mess away, them should have their rent. However, had I not had this conversation, them man they could have just did this for a while and the society say, yo, I'm gonna take this place and there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, things like that will happen.
And I get a joke. You see this idea, and a lot of people might think it's kind of crazy feat. We always talk about, boy, alright, so you work so hard and you achieve X and Y. And you have to do everything to make sure that you keep it. So if I decide, say, I work hard for X and I get X amount after having worked to how long, and I feel like I want to enjoy it. Everybody wants to sit down and tell me, say, it's fool me, fool, because me the choose for say, you don't know what, me entitled to spend it as me have a mind and me content with it.
I mean, I'm sure there are those who would like to offer an opinion on that, but personally...
No, because we keep, from my born till now, me always hear everybody are trying to tell you.
And that's where I'm going.
This is the way to live. I mean, I say,
But that's where I'm going, because everybody can tell you the way that they think.
You have to live that way there. Why?
Everybody will tell you the way that they think is the best way for you to live, because that is what they want.
Yeah. So
and that is what they would do in this position.
Give
but
them my money and go up in the hills.
They are not in the position. So you who in the seat, the driver's seat of your life, and when I tell people say, don't be a passenger in your own life. You who in the driver's seat of your life, you have to make that decision for yourself. Say, you know what, I want this, or I don't want it. You know what I mean? I'll take counsel, I'll take advice, but at the end of the day, I will choose what I implement and what I discard, because not all it are gonna work for me. You understand what I'm saying? If you in tune with yourself well enough to know yourself well enough to say, yo, yeah, that sounds cool, but it will never work for me. You know what I mean?
So that is really the crux of the matter, you know, is weighing the desired results against the sacrifice that it will take to get them. And that is really something every man have to go through several times in their life. You're going to always have to do that. And it's whether or not you're willing to make the sacrifice to keep them to.
It's like another diet.
Precise.
It's like you're on a diet, you know. You have some people who they know that, yo, if I eat this piece of cake or if I eat these 5 pieces of chicken, I am going to put on this amount of weight. Now, are you disciplined enough to stick to your diet? Or you're going to say, you know what, when I stick to the diet and I'm freestyle and I eat what I feel like. Understand, so that comes with consequences. You're free from make any decision you want.
1 week harder work.
But you're not free from the consequences.
And next thing is as Jamaicans would have said, the bad mind side of it now. When you look on somebody things and you say, boy, you know, so with a love of that. Could you really handle the sacrifice that come with attaining that?
But wanting that somebody have Craig is not bad, man. Wanting.
You mean not that? No, I just say
wanting them to not have it and you have it.
Yeah, that's a bad man.
Yeah.
The next one, are ambition.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because sometimes you get inspiration from seeing somebody else do so. And inspiration is oftentimes confused with bad mind. That's the rightful say.
Yeah, jealousy by itself is not criminal. I'm jealous of your success. I wish I was you. That by itself is not criminal. If my jealousy carries me to the point where I wish you did not have that success.
Yeah, I want your one. And I don't want a similar success. I want your
and I also don't want you to have any.
Food is not the problem. Gluttony is the problem. You understand? It's the same kind of principle, isn't it? So, how does that?
I mean, we didn't ever talk about the topic still, but that one kind of...
Yeah, the sacrifice.
That one kind of dominated the conversation so far.
Developed.
But there's a reason.
You score a Pyrrhic victory there, so.
Boy, you see that?
Yeah.
It continues. It's really a plant one seed in it, you see that?
But the reason for it though, you know, I don't know about you or Rodney and planting seeds over there. But the reason for it, you know, is
agricultural activities.
Him and a plant seeds.
I horror farmer. Always remember that.
Yeah.
So the reason for it is something that man must understand at its root. That you are going back to the root and the agriculture again. Yeah, but is understanding that everything that you desire will have a cost attached, will come with a sacrifice attached, and you have to assess and ascertain whether or not you can manage it.
So it's funny you said that. My therapist, because whether anybody wants to believe it or not, I do go to therapy. So my therapist recommended I read a book. And the book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The first one, start with the end in mind. So if you can figure out, all right, I want a Murcielago. Right?
What is that?
It's a car, Lamborghini.
Carry on.
So let's say I want a Murcielago now, and I say, all right, cool. What does it cost? It costs $450,000 US. How will I get $450,000 US to purchase it? You get what I'm saying? At some point, when you're figuring out the way from the end and you start reverse engineering, you can say, all right, maybe this is too much for this goal. Because in order for me to do that, I probably have to start OnlyFans, start Thief, You know what I'm saying? At which point I'm going to say, well, the risk not really worth the reward. So maybe I'll settle for a Toyota.
Big up Katie, right? Him did all his on that carpet, took him about 40 years with the goddamn well and bought it.
That's right.
Because the truth is, sometimes what you want, even if you can acquire it now, it might not be the right time for you to get what you want.
And the worst part about it is
It's not everything that you want
sometimes
must be now.
When you factor something and say you want it, you're probably not measuring the responsibilities that they come with. Because let's say I do find this 450,000 to buy the merchant lago. Brother, you know how much for the tires for that? Because you're not going to drive it slow. There's nobody that buys a Lamborghini to drive it slow. No, you go on and press that. At some point, you can burn up the tires. So when you think about it, all right, you can spend another 10 grand US to replace the tires.
I want to add something to that. Because a lot of times I find, right? Since you mentioned like a product, some material possession, whatever. A lot of times we don't contextualize the thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you want it. Why? How it fit in your lifestyle? How overall, how does it fit literally in the context of your existence?
Right.
You understand me? Obviously you're not gonna purchase everything we have purchased just because sorry to
your lifestyle. But...
Right. But generally you do.
Right.
You understand me? And we have this thing where we just say, oh yeah, I want this, I want it. But if you understand why I get it and maybe how it can add value to other elements of your life, then just like when you start reverse engineering from this $500,000 US vehicle to where you are now as whatever vehicle you drive now. I'm not gonna tell people what it is, but right? Just so they can't afford it. But I joke. But right. No, but when you kind of start walking back as it's a reverse engineering, you start going back and say, oh wow. Is the risk? You mentioned some risky activities, you know.
Of course.
Right? Because your instinct now, how I never lead for legal activities. Because when you really think about it, like legal activities based on probably where you are now, it's going to push the timeline so far.
It's so strange. That they trying to tire them.
Right. I think insurance?
No,
maintenance?
the whole time I was talking, I said, where am I find?
Gas?
Which gas station am I find? I send the gas to that.
Right.
It's a lot of man, but we talk about that after.
No, at the airport, you might go, you know.
Right.
I need something there. I say, all right.
Jet fuel.
Because
actually, we're quite close to the people who sell the fuel. You just don't know side them sell it. I'll update you later, no worries.
Oh, if you think I need the update, fine.
Okay, that means you're well aware. That means you're well aware.
But I'm just saying, but in the end, I still can't turn around from my window and see that he has bought this vehicle and start to ask these questions. You know, we have that tendency where we sit down and we say, yo, I wonder if him know how much them tired. I wonder if him know, you know,
this one.
I wonder if he knows the insurance plan. So we are calculate for him, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And you want the truth?
As curious onlookers.
I think I'm able to dissect that simply because I'm not able to go tomorrow and spend that for. You see, the people who can, don't look through the window and say that. The people who can look through the window and say, what?
Get the low spec one.
See them on yeah man, blah blah, and them talk about it with the new owner. Those who don't acquire it yet are unable at least to acquire it. Them find the most question, and I say, guess what? I think every man have a right to decide his own destiny. You could have able to buy Ritz-Carlton Hotel, and you feel you want to go up in the hills in a log cabin with no stove, no fridge, and just build.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
I don't in a no position to say, you know, it coming like say, Ray, it don't, your comfort and yours cannot in any way be determined by anybody else. But who knows?
Yeah. You're on your way to make a point though, because you said that you were speaking with your therapist who recommended a book. 7
And the
habits
first thing in the book was start at the end.
Right.
Right.
So wait, what was the point you were going at though?
Well, I made it. I was saying to people that, sometimes if you start with the end in mind, when you start to reverse engineer, you might realize that the steps that you want to take might be too risky. So I did make the point.
Okay.
And sometimes, because we're talking about risk versus reward, and I was saying that, the process to really assess and evaluate the risk sometimes is to start with the end in sight and then reverse engineer.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a great point. I mean, because you see, then and there, right? If you really start thinking about it in its proper context, you may realize that your desire, your desire, whether the desire is an actual destination or the journey or both, you may realize that it's not necessarily for you. Maybe you're not built like that, or you're not built like that yet, because that's the other thing too. I'm sure we'd have all seen ourselves evolve over time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Or you might not be built like that anymore.
Or right.
You might be moving away from that space.
That is it. You outgrow certain mindset, life, etc. And then you go, we need to reevaluate. You did mention the next thing too about being in the driver's seat for your life.
Absolutely.
I remember somebody, I can't remember the name of the person now, but I was working with Red Stripe at the time. Hey, marketing team, what I said.
Life is just for living.
You remember that, right?
Life is just for living.
That was a commercial.
Yeah. What a big campaign. I did it twice actually. Anyhow. And the person was saying, similar to us about being in the driver's seat for your life, treating your life like a business, and that's what I honestly believe. Treat your life like a business and be the CEO of your life.
Yes.
You know? You need an operational plan, you need a budget, you need to manage the budget properly. You understand me? You need your goals.
100%.
Yeah, and that's have your business plan for your life.
Isn't that something else? It sounds so practical. Be the CEO of your life. And here are all these things that are required.
Right.
You realize along the journey, to be able to do all these things,
right,
one must climb the ladder, the corporate ladder.
Right.
Or else you're going to ultimately fail as a CEO.
You're going to be a CEO of a failing business.
So, I always hear it and I like how it sounds. But at the same time, for me, I look at it and say, try and develop into the CEO of your life.
I mean, no, I tell you what.
In other words, the things you are saying that the CEO of life can do,
or is responsible for.
It takes time
for you to master
these things.
Right, but hold on. But as a CEO, right?
Learn how to be the CEO of your life, and then you become the CEO.
Oh, well, no, but you're going to do that. You don't have the choice. You understand what I say? Because remember, now, a CEO of a company or the CEO of your life, right? No, let's stick with the company.
Stick with the company.
Companies don't start as companies. You understand what I say? Companies start as an idea, a registered business name. You understand me? Working out certain concepts.
Shop.
Oh, yeah. You understand me? And it can build and it can grow over time till they say, all right, a company time now, proper registration, you need a board, etc. But it does not have to be a complex thing, because maybe, right, your life don't have as many moving parts as somebody else's life, but you still gotta have certain basic elements, right? You still gotta be responsible for your health. You understand me? You still gotta be responsible for whatever funds you manage. So it might be a small amount of funds, it might be a larger amount of funds, right? The smaller the pool.
So you gotta be a good accounting clerk going up the line, and then one day become chartered accountant.
Asset management, time management,
Yeah.
procurement.
I
all
still
of it,
CEO
all
right
of
there.
it is a
Still
part of the process.
CEO is just the size of the business.
Learning parts, not just moving parts.
Exactly. What I want you to understand is part of the lesson and part of you growing as a business is you have to fail.
Yeah.
I think people are afraid of failure. Not many people embrace failure. I don't think many people embrace failure.
You don't have to fail. Just be open to the fact that failure is a very distinct possibility.
And believe me, when I tell you, say, yo, the sooner you fail, the better.
No, you have to hunt it.
You have to seek failure.
You have to need it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. The sooner you fail, the better.
How that sounds so?
It's true.
The sooner you fail, the better.
You will reach the furthest the more you test your boundaries. You can't test your boundaries by doing things you know you can.
Mm-hmm.
Only, yeah.
So you have to hunt it. You have to hunt things what you're not really supposed to can accomplish.
Right. Oh no. Okay. No, it's just
Slay the
it's just,
dragon,
no,
or you have face the dragon.
I just what you said.
Yeah.
Seeking the failure.
Seek the dragon.
And the failure you see, Craig.
Is the dragon?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, you're not seeking the failure. No, understand what I say. And not the failure you're seeking. No. What you're seeking may result in failure because you test your boundaries and so on.
Right.
And you may fall short of whatever it is, but not the failure in and of itself.
What Craig is saying, I agree with.
You're seeking the challenges that you will most likely fail at.
Right, but it's not the failure that you're seeking.
Yes.
No.
Ultimately, you are.
No, it can't be.
Because because what Craig is saying is that
You're seeking the challenge.
yeah, but
You're not seeking the failure.
Is the dragon you're seeking?
Suppose you try something.
Because you know you can't slay the dragon, but guess what? You're going to face it.
But you must slay the dragon.
So you have one day you'll slay the dragon.
Tell me if I understand what you're saying.
If you're seeking failure, right? If you're seeking failure, what it means is you are consistently practicing exercises in futility. You understand? No, hold on. Hear me out. You cannot paint the sky red.
Mm-hmm. You cannot.
I cannot.
No.
I cannot paint the sky red. Me choose my words very carefully. Paint. I cannot use a paintbrush and paint the sky red. Can I wave a paintbrush that has red paint in it at the sky? I can do that. Yeah, sure. The sky itself, me making it red, I cannot. I don't know if y'all can. I can't. Zane? Good. Now,
I can do it with my phone. No, sure.
As I was about to say, ChatGPT.
And it's not you.
I am giving you
It
the
is
instruction.
not. My friend. You have given it the instruction.
I can
But
do it on canvas
the
with a paintbrush.
Give me some canvas. Red sky.
Paint the sky red.
Okay.
I can do it on the wall, right?
Also, you can paint this guy on a canvas.
But
Anyway,
I understand exactly.
I understand what I'm saying, but just that if
What
you
you
want the
say.
failure itself, I don't think so.
And for the viewers and listeners, what I wanted to understand is what Craig is saying is, you see, if tomorrow you get up and you say, oh, you're alright, yesterday I'm gonna get 5 stone, tomorrow I'm gonna try to get 8. And you go out there and you get 8 stone, and you say, shit. Alright, you know what?
Yeah.
I accomplished 8, you know what? Alright, I'm gonna go out there and try to get 20. And you go out there and you get 19, that is when you secure failure. You say, alright, that is a boundary.
And that
is a limit that I need to break through now.
And that is the point. That is the very point where your soul rejoice. Because you say, so 20 minutes for go for.
Mm-hmm. At 20 at the challenge.
Yeah.
Right, watch this.
What? Oh, I'm going to go for that 20. Yeah?
And that is when you grow and you innovate and you find new ideas and you create. Because listen to me, you know.
It's like
We're going to agree for disagree.
It's like
still under the failure you're seeking. Under the failure.
It's like the majority.
Under the failure.
No,
You're
but
trying
guess
to
what?
find your limit.
No, what you're seeking
It's not the failure.
is the thrill and the lesson that come with the failure, but you cannot have those without the failure.
And there is where we're agreeing.
So
because
what-
it's not, no, hold on, hear me say, it is not the failure that are. You notice pause. You notice a while ago, right? When, you know.
You can't tell him off have him interpretation.
No, of course not. No. I'm just share my view in a very strong way.
Yeah.
But
But that's what I say.
No.
If you both have the same concept,
Right. Saying the same thing.
but his interpretation of it
And his wording
is
His
different.
wording
But
might
at its foundation, it
The
is
same
the
thing.
might
But
cause
half
a
of you are
conflict in your mind.
Whether you
Yes.
can paint the sky red or not.
rewind this portion of the video for about 30 seconds and notice the cheer dance where Craig do when him realize him fail at 20 and get 19. Cause like, yeah. You know
what that is? You know what that is?
Well, so it's not the failure, you know. And the failure must seek. It is, as you pointed out a while ago, it is discovering what you now need to do, right? Because you love the journey so much, forget past that barrier. You understand me?
Is it that celebration that Craig did a while ago?
Yeah.
Is the very reason we have 2-story, 3-story, 100-story buildings. Because man, in early stages, what were they living in? Hut and cave and them. And eventually, the man them say, I want a little bit more structure, I want something a little bit more refined. And them never stop improve and innovate and create. Because innately, and we talked about this recently, man, our responsibility, is to do exactly that. Push boundaries, break barriers, and create new thresholds, And
hunt.
I'm gonna show you something.
And hunt the things that are
interesting.
out there on the frontier.
Let me show you something very interesting. You see that peace that man always talking about that them want? It is so easy to have. All you have to do is stop, But we can't stop.
None of us want to stop.
Yeah.
If you live alone, my son, you'll find peace in the morning sun. You like that lyrics?
Okay.
Yeah.
But me not gonna
Which,
use
who sing that song
it. Me
there?
not play
You just
no
write
rhymes.
it.
Oh, you wrote that?
You just say, live alone.
No, but it's a thing for real. It's like you. It is hardwired in with DNA for continuously strive for more and better and new things and new conquests and new. We just always, that's how we stay. We can't really do anything else. I tell people all the time, if I didn't know how to give up, I give up on time. I just don't know how to do it.
Wait, I can't speak for nobody else.
Yeah.
But
Give it up hard,
Hard, very extremely.
For some.
Let me say, giving up hard. And the person who can negotiate with themselves to continue is the same amount of challenge it takes to sit down and determine, say, yeah, give up.
There's two
You
coming from that.
remember me tell you.
Yeah,
There's two things that bring me to. One. Alright, let's start with the first. Let's switch the order. So one, people always say, yo, how you do so many things? Because I'm sure you have multiple ventures.
Yeah.
And I'm say, yo, how you find time? How you find
something.
mental capacity for it all? And I say, yo, sometimes I will sit down and I feel like I waste away. So I create something. You know what I mean? I create something and so I say, alright, I need to use this to occupy this portion of my time. Come feel like I waste away. I drink some of that one. No.
I hate that drink.
The other portion of it, the second part of it is we have some people who we call them madman. Them man out up on the roadside every day and them eat out of garbage and them never seem to sick. And them live free, them have no bills to pay and we call them madman. I'm sure them sit down and look on us and say, ha ha ha, watch the madman here run on this hamster wheel.
Don't assume that, but yeah. Man, I know where I get that.
But there is a point in my life where I sat and I wondered, am I the one who is insane for doing this? Because them are live free. They have zero bills. I'm not see them with no health issues. And them are live comfortably based on what they long to and them sleep long. Come sometime I pass and I see some of them under the bus stop and I say, yo, because of how I was cultured, I wouldn't be able to sleep on the concrete like that.
They weren't cultured that way. But they weren't cultured
to do
that.
Is that your culture?
I just other events lead them down that path and
you're assuming.
It don't matter what it is.
But they seem to sleep
10
very
different routes
comfortable.
them all come from and reach at the same place, but they all have the same thing where you say, oh, them all survive, them all. And yet them come from different circumstances. And I tell you, say, it's not the culture that would make you unable to take it on. The right, God forbid, but thankfully, the right circumstances would unlikely find you able to deal with it. You never know till you know.
I'm sure I never have the solution. would have to go find myself.
Personally, I think
I would have
it's unscripted why I don't reach the head.
I would have to culture myself and train myself to sleep comfortably under the bus stop
You
too.
know, so 100, you know.
You know what I mean? Bro, I'm more like 35, if we're being honest. So,
You
So-
reach a 30.
Yeah, so that's
yeah, man, my 35th birthday was recently.
so that is the thing with failure. It's like it is more important even than the successes. Because I don't know if you ever go through this. Like I go through intense depression sometimes after I have major accomplishments. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like I'm going for something for months and then sometimes even years. Quests last, and once I achieve it, I say yes,
And then the next day, I say, shit, it's done. What am I going to do
done.
tomorrow?
And it's like, what
What am I going to do
the
tomorrow?
fuck do I do now?
I want to ask you a question. I don't think this will apply to.
To the point where me not even take enough time to even really fully celebrate the fact that
Or
I
did
did
that
accomplish it.
Right.
So that is where you need to start now.
No, I'm start this already, man.
Okay.
May I run 2025 hot with it, man.
Okay.
I want to ask you a question.
Make I just made that.
For all the numerous achievements, right? Hazard a guess. Ballpark, the percentage of those achievements that were a stepping stone, you understand me, a part of the journey towards others. You understand what I say? So, let us say your aim was to have a glass of water, a cup of water. You understand me? You walk into the kitchen, you got a cup.
Find a bottle.
You got a bottle.
Yeah. Wow.
You added the ice, you poured it
Open
in.
the bottle.
You understand me? Right. How many of those things that you achieved?
No,
Because-
bro, Craig got talk to.
No, man.
Craig brain, the work off of them kind of
No.
stuff.
No.
Okay. But
Right,
I want
no.
to finish the question.
No,
Finish the question.
No, because
Finish the
him
question.
say, because him say, you know, I understand the depression where you feel sometimes, but understand it because, like for me, part of the reason why I'm engaging in so many different activities is because I have never, I probably need to get diagnosed, but I have never been comfortable just not doing anything.
No, me too.
You understand what I say? Like, even my wife will cost me sometime, I go up on vacation. Zin?
What is that? I don't know what that thing
Right?
is.
And after about 2 days, 3 days, me I lose my mark. Me I say,
Miserable.
oh.
Cross.
There was a place I used to work at. And when you had to take your vacation during the business year, it does not roll over, right? As entitled to 20 days each year, right?
Oh, man.
And bro, you have to structure it from the top of the year, right? To fill it in so that everybody across the business,
there are no
it's
clashes.
seamless.
Right.
It's seamless. So my team know when I work on, I know so when me leave July 1, me now return till September 1 or whatever the date is, right? And these are the things I'm working
But you're
on.
working at government?
No, it's not government, it's a private sector entity, right? And they pick up the slack. You understand me? And I same thing for the other team members when them leave and thing. Now, you had to leave or switch off your business CUG, right? You're also locked out of your email. So you can't respond to an email.
Yeah, it's a modern day
Yeah.
therapeutic.
So, you have to completely unplug.
Actual vacation.
Yeah.
Not nobody not supposed to call
Call
you.
you, not supposed
Even
to.
if the building a burn down, call the fire
That would have
truck.
driven me crazy. That would have driven me crazy.
So,
Why?
I understand the concept of
Okay.
like, oh my goodness,
You know what I tell you though?
always I do something. You understand me?
You know what
so
I tell you?
Me just want, hold on, me just want kind of get from Craig the idea like if I something like that fuel the depression when I'm saying feel because
I mean, it's,
you know?
it's when you're
By
it's
the
when you're-
time Craig get to where that is, something else did.
on to the next.
No, it already it achieved now, but
But this was a start.
at this.
Yeah.
So the next thing I'm gonna fascinate you now. It will capture your attention.
And Craig driven like that.
Yeah, was.
So it's a madness that work, it no matter, but it have to get going. But may I say to you, and I am not in your mind,
Thank God.
but what you mentioned a while ago suggests to me that you don't find peace yet. You found
P-I-E-C-E or P-E-A-C?
no, him already have.
Or P-E-A-C?
Him already have. Him already have
IE.
pies. Him already have pies, but he don't find PS yet. Yeah,
Spicy.
but I think you found peaceful moments, but you haven't found peace.
Right.
Because, as you said, you're there on the vacation with fam,
Right.
but you have to find something to do.
Look, as I mean, there's time when them focus on it. That's what I'm saying. But in my little downtime, you know what I mean?
So
I don't know. So
I want you to get to a point.
I agree with you.
I want you to get to a point where your peace means you have divested yourself without effort from the work you have left behind. And
It's not just about work per se, you know. It's just
from the work you have
activity.
left
You understand
behind.
what I'm saying?
From everything. From the need to do and
Boy.
become the need to be. You
I
understand?
wish,
man.
I wish I could have get there. How do you get there?
It's just
Time and effort.
There's no, it's not up on a calendar.
If you know, say this,
It's just because sometimes we fight with self because we think that if we accept this peace now, a problem that are causing.
I have so many things to do. Like,
And that's the point. Whether you find the peace or not, you have so many things to do. So the question is,
to still find the peace.
what do you risk in finding this peace? But
Feel it.
what do you risk if you don't?
Success.
Well, all right. So,
I'm just saying.
since we have
Better
a
one in the mind.
little therapy session going on here.
Hey, this is beautiful. Hey,
Yeah, right?
come on, guys.
No.
What's the camera?
No. Like,
Bitch, you ought to pay me.
Alright, say less.
so my thing is, on that matter of peace, but I agree with you. I found peaceful moments, and me try find a way, you know, each and every day to celebrate the little wins then. Zin? And celebrate the big wins. Or people will look at it and call it big wins. To me, it's just another milestone achieved. Is what I say? Like, I've had 3 out of my 5 dream jobs. Is what I say? 3 out of 5. Enough people didn't even get 1. That's what I say. Or me tell people say, oh, but they work this, so they work this, so they work this, so. And those are childhood dreams that I achieved. Now, with each of them, in the moment that I was offered the various contracts, right? And not on a show off thing, but I was headhunted. Is what I say? But put in work otherwise,
And them see and
and
say,
people
we
see
need that
it
youth there.
and call me and say, Mr. Williams, are you available to have a discussion around Ray and thing, right? And remember the first time it happened, I tell my wife, she was through the roof. You see me I say? Mama a boom flick, I do one bag of things. You see me I say? And in my mind I say, yeah, this is nice, because me always want to do this, and this is nice. It is being offered to me. This is great. You understand me? And I look on the package, salary package, and I was like, this is not bad either. You understand what I say? But I want to provide the family with a certain quality of life,
absolutely.
and this particular remuneration package will allow for that.
Hey, yo, remuneration. Let's talk about it. We're going to put that on the screen. That mean the money. That mean the money,
But
people.
you also get to a point
Remuneration.
where sooner or later when them are head on, then I call you and shit, boom, figure go through. You have to stop and say, you do know, them call me.
Yeah, Shagapi.
Clearly, me good enough.
Right.
So I don't know whether excitement. Every time them call me, yeah, boom flick.
I
don't
know.
know you're happy for me, but
So it's the irony.
I
in this.
don't shake them shake box and take out my name.
You see the
Them
irony. in
choose
this?
me.
Right.
So you see when I fall in those situations,
Right.
I will celebrate in the moment. But 5 minutes later,
Yeah.
I think about, oh shit, that means I can't do that because I need to commit this to this one. Automatically, my brain start going to how am I gonna make it work? How am I gonna change this?
Oh,
What are the challenges? So automatically, I start thinking about, alright, cool. So now I've got to tackle 17 different issues. Alright, let me try to break them down. into
therefore
smaller
means you need
packages.
about 26 hours in a day.
Absolutely. And
Right.
I got through that.
Oh, no, I not go through that. So,
Be careful what you wish for.
you just might get it.
Yeah, man,
no,
you just
so
might get it.
for me, you know, let me tell you, have, all right, between August of each year and May of the following year, you know what time it is, right? Premier League time.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing? So, sorry, Craig. So,
I wonder.
I wonder like,
No,
what
time
time's
is-
gonna- right.
Him taking that serious.
Yeah.
I'm not even a man who support that.
Thankfully.
Him taking that serious.
Thankfully, with a suicide.
Thankfully, rope still on the road. By the way, no, me not encouraging no kind of
Rope.
self-harm.
Rope out that style, bro.
No, I mean, no,
Right?
I don't know. I don't have these kinds of thoughts. Anyway,
Yeah, use
the
rope,
point I'm
okay.
making is between August and May, on a
Please.
Saturday morning and a Sunday morning, right?
I'm
that is
unavailable.
right, and that is my do nothing. You understand me? And my wife understand that too. You see me? She don't say, I go wake up X time, right? And I me that. And the youth them understand it too, so they come sit down beside me, or sit down on my lap or whatever, and
Enjoy the game with you.
enjoy some you see me? And that are me, and me unplug, I mean, I really focus on my phone until halftime or full time. You understand what I say? And yeah, I'm good. You see me?
That's a year piece.
Yeah, I'm cool. But outside of that,
You imagine you
But
find a
always
job
want-
on a Saturday and a Sunday the boss can call you.
I don't take those.
Remember me tell you?
Me turn down job already.
Yeah.
Where it require certain amount
Any
of
day.
a
Any
certain
day
kind
work.
of weekend.
Yeah, any day work.
Right now, hold on.
Yeah.
There is a particular assignment I'm on now where there is a line item in the package called always on call.
Yeah.
You understand me? For which I am properly prepared with a crisis document. You understand me? I have crisis protocol. So they said,
God can help himself. God help God.
So you kind of took a job that has that
yeah.
ability.
However, you find a loophole.
Right.
And
No, in
Like
never find
always.
it. It was there.
like always, me have to find a loophole in the system
Throughout the show.
to make sure we mention
sorry.
ideas evolution. Because
Oh, hey! Right,
yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Which part, bossy?
Because-
All right, that's all right.
There is never a moment where I can
Somewhere around this.
I can think of where we're doing a show and I say, yo, we give thanks to the panda set here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ideas evolution always give us, brother, you know, AC. It's summertime, I'm here and Craig in a long sleeve. All of us in a jacket and them thing.
And big up the facts. Casey came and saw it and said, so, oh, she really thought it was some magical circumstance.
Right.
And then looked upon it and saw it and said, damn,
This is nice.
this is it.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't
Yeah.
want to feel like saying an
Yeah,
AI
myself.
snake plant, you know.
Yeah, a real snake
snake
plant.
plant.
Touch
A real
it.
snake
Touch it with them see it.
Hey!
Yeah.
You damage your plant, bro. What you do? I don't want to pay for damages.
But bigger than that,
Oxygen and them.
your logo could be here.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And actually what's going to be there is the QR code for Ideas Evolution. So you don't know, you just scan that, book yourself a session, forward, you can utilize these wonderful facilities. The lights are great, AC are fire, the place smells good.
And there's much more.
Even though right there, the place smell.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Maybe into them.
Now fire, shut off fire.
No
Yeah,
worries.
good.
Even though we're in this space, there's so much more.
Right. There's also a full sound studio. So if you want to record your music,
Yeah.
vibes.
You can make your movies here, or you say songs.
Any kind of movie. Any kind of movie.
Songs and
Including OnlyFans
you know.
content.
Yeah.
And mostly AC.
Colored films, black
Black
and white
films.
yeah,
Infrared
yeah.
films.
Karate. If you want to kick us, right here.
Ultraviolet films.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Alright, what the end of the episode?
T.O.
Party words. Any party words? Anything, any words of advice, any gems for the listeners and the viewers?
Really, it's just I wish I was thinking about it before you asked me. It's just assess the situation and understand your sacrifices. Try your best to see if you can figure out and identify the sacrifices you have to make before. Yeah, and you can choose based on that whether or not you really want this thing or you don't want it.
I couldn't have said that better.
Yeah. My turn?
Anyone else?
You want to go first?
Alright. I think basically, as I said, to stand on your own, and I'm not going to laugh about this, but anyway, as usual. To stand on your own 2 feet, all the time saying I have to stand on your own 2 feet, make sure you wear your own shoes. All it is, don't try walk in another man's shoes.
Facts.
The fact is, if you want to stand on your own 2 feet, just make sure you wear your own shoes. You're not surprised to know how much easier it is to walk.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, man. Don't put on stilettos.
Wow.
Guys,
Yeah,
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You know.
So tempting, but alright.
To
To put on stilettos tempting?
Oh, see.
Sir.
Alright. No, if that's what I want to go. No, I can't.
No, don't go.
Yeah.
That big on the door.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you.
Stiletto.
I am saying it. Jesus Christ. Treat your life like a business.
That is it.
It might sound boring, but really and truly, treat your life like a business. And then run it like a successful business. Don't be afraid to fail, but make sure you treat your life like a business and run it like a successful business. It might be boring, but yeah, you'll appreciate it in the long run.
And I just go to say later to everything that the man them say.
You're lazy.
But also to understand that as Rodney kind of phrased it, also understand that don't accept anybody else's limitations. I think a lot of us sometimes we allow other people to tell us that, oh, you can't do that, and oh, nobody else has ever done. Yeah, and that's fine if nobody else has ever done anything. Chase your dreams. Understand that you are sacrificing to be the first at something, and if you are successful, then you will be down in the history books as being the first to ever do it. So I mean, yeah man, get up and chase your dreams.
958 was impossible.
There you go.
Until it was done.
There you go. And I'm sure somebody gonna say 944 impossible too.
It's alright, Lord, you're saying I'm good, bro.
It's gonna happen at one day.
I believe.
At one point it's gonna happen.
Yeah, with advancements in technology for shoes and tracks.
Definitely.
Thank you people for joining us yet another week. Until next week we have been unscripted. We will
You can't take
Catch
call
you
now. We are filming movie.
catch you now on the flip side.
Sure.
Big clap.